Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book, 1,000 Brains, a creation by Jeff Hawkins. In the book, 1,000 Brains, 2021, the author delves deep into the essence of intelligence. The central idea put forward is that the human brain comprises numerous miniature brains, each independently formulating and perfecting their own predictions. The book further explores how this theory could impact artificial intelligence and our perception of consciousness. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Jeff Hawkins is a multifaceted individual, excelling in the fields of neuroscience, entrepreneurship, and computing. He played a crucial role in the creation of Palm Computing and Handspring, where he brought to life groundbreaking inventions such as the PalmPilot and the Treo smartphone. Currently, he spearheads Numenta, an enterprise and research laboratory dedicated to unraveling the mysteries of the human brain. Additionally, he has co-authored the enlightening book on intelligence. With 5 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book. On StoryPlanet.net. To start, discover a groundbreaking theory that will revolutionize your understanding of the brain's inner workings, offering you mind-blowing insights into its operations. The brain is one of the greatest mysteries of science and humanity. Despite our efforts to understand it, the fundamental question of how neurons combine to create consciousness and intelligence remains. Enter the 1,000 Brains theory, a sprawling and exhilarating idea that biologist Richard Dawkins believes will keep you awake at night. In this summary, we will explore Jeff Hawkins's book, 1,000 Brains, and attempt to explain this captivating theory. Key idea number 1. The neocortex, being the most complex part of the brain, still holds many mysteries yet to be unraveled. The brain's neocortex, which makes up 70% of our brain, is a wrinkly and folded piece of brain matter. It is responsible for all our thoughts, memories, and experiences. Despite its crucial role in various functions, the neocortex looks the same everywhere and is similar to the neocortex of other mammals. The key to understanding this lies in the cortical columns, which are patterns of neural wiring that govern different functions. We will explore how this one repeating structure can perform such a wide range of tasks. Key idea number 2. In simple terms, the brain is fundamentally wired to predict and anticipate future events. Imagine a brain in a vat, disconnected from the outside world. Once connected to sensory input, the brain begins detecting patterns and predicting what will happen next. With the addition of hands, the brain actively explores and manipulates the world, refining its model of reality. We as humans and all organisms rely on these models to survive and gain control. Intelligence lies in our ability to generate accurate models of the world and use them to our advantage. Ultimately, our neocortex functions as a prediction machine, creating models that allow us to adapt and thrive. This understanding helps us unravel the enigmatic structure of the neocortex and its numerous cortical columns. Key idea number 3. Summary. Exploring the concept of split personality, its manifestations, and the potential causes behind it. Hawkins challenges the traditional view of the brain as having distinct functional modules. Instead, he proposes that each cortical column, of which there are 150,000, acts as a mini-brain with its own sensory and motor connections. This theory helps explain mysteries of the brain, such as the repeating structure throughout the neocortex, the adaptability of the brain after injury, and the ability for optic and auditory nerves to be swapped. Every part of the neocortex has the same circuit diagram, differing only in what it is connected to. This suggests that understanding just one cortical column can help us understand the mind and its capabilities. Hawkins and his lab aim to unravel the workings of these mini-brains. Key idea number 4. Thinking in motion refers to the act of engaging in cognitive processes while being physically active. This concept suggests that physical movement can enhance mental clarity and creativity, allowing for a more dynamic and productive thought process. By integrating physical activity with thinking, individuals can potentially achieve greater focus, flow, and insight in their daily lives. Cognition is based on predicting sensory input after motor movement, where we anticipate which outputs yield which inputs. Each cortical column has its own reference frame, similar to a geographical map, allowing us to relate sequences of information about movement and sensation. These reference frames are based on different slices of sensory inputs and their relationship to each other. This ability evolved from grid cells, which allowed simple organisms to navigate their environment. Our brain stores models of objects based on these reference frames, making predictions and updating its model based on unexpected sensations. The fingertips model of a coffee cup is like a map of sensations that it can feel across space. Key idea number 5. Democracy in the brain refers to the concept and process of decision-making within the brain. It involves the collaboration and interaction of various neural regions, each contributing to the formation of thoughts, emotions, and actions. This collective effort creates a balanced and harmonious cognitive system, akin to the principles of democracy in society. Our brains not only process basic things like objects and sensations, but also engage in higher-level cognition, such as language and math. This is achieved through prediction models that evolve to help us navigate physical space. When we imagine things, our brain rehearses based on stored models, creating simulations of our experiences. All forms of thinking and reasoning are essentially like navigating through an abstract space of concepts and features. Our brain constructs models using abstract shapes, constantly revising them to make sense of our experiences. To integrate all these models into a cohesive whole, certain neurons, known as voting neurons, connect different regions of the brain and combine the results from various cortical columns. These voting neurons process information and converge on a unified result. Conscious experience, according to Hawkins, is the result of these voting neurons tallying their votes, creating a functional democracy in our brains. In conclusion, the thousand brains theory suggests that the neocortex, the thinking engine of the brain, is composed of repeating structures called cortical columns, which act as mini-brains. These mini-brains can predict and act on sensory input, and each is organized around a specific reference frame to map reality. Thinking and reasoning involve navigating through this simulated landscape of abstract concepts. To create unified perceptions and actions, the cortical columns use a convergence process similar to voting. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.